questions for Coach?
Yeah, Bob, just, I'm sure it was a tough outing, a tough match for you to watch from the sidelines, but just kind of sum up your feelings right now.
I mean, I thought we had an okay start, early. But they started to get a little bit of a rhythm, and it was a wonder strike. It's a great goal. I would like to think that at home, especially, our response would have been more emphatic to them scoring. And even after they scored, we didn't create a lot of we created very, very little in the first half until this very, very end. So I don't think we responded well to that. Look, a goal, it happens. Let's get on with it and get pressure and do the things we talked about before the game. We've had a lot of shutouts recently, so to give up 3 goals the other night and 3 goals again, I think it caught us, and we need to be able to get on with the game and change the momentum of the game with energy. And I'm disappointed we didn't get in their face at that moment. I think the second goal they scored, really well executed on the service and the ball. We had numbers. Tura's draped all over him. I mean, it's a good goal. It's an experienced player's goal. Winzati, he's done that for many years. So, on the night we've been unbeaten in 13 and underperformed in some of those games, and we talked about it right up here. So there's things we've known we've had to fix. When it's bouncing your way, you get away with it. When it's not bouncing your way, you don't get away with it. So for me, the second half was better. A little disappointing. We had the great start 10 minutes in. And then they got the ball. I don't think they crossed midfield 10 minutes, and all of a sudden they string a few passes together and we back off. And then the clock is running, and the clock is running. And I would have liked to have seen us sustain it. I'm struggling how we can create chances, and the minute something doesn't go our way, we're backing off. I mean, we're giving a lot of respect. We're not winning many balls. We're doing a lot of chasing because our pressure is not together. Something we've talked about. I think we have to get back to traveling as a group up and down and being connected and winning loose balls and doing all the dirty work stuff. And I think we've gotten away from that a little bit. I think we were guilty in the second half, as well as we played, of forcing too many balls through the middle. They were so narrow, we could have gotten around the edges all day. And that ball should have continued to go around the edges, service, win second balls if you don't win the cross. I think we could have gotten around the edges and into the box, where we could have played some balls cut back to the penalty spot or the edge of the box. For whatever reason, we tend to keep trying to jam it through the middle, and I think we had more success when we used the width and we switched the ball. Look, you fall behind 2-0, even though you're controlling second half, they're just defending. And we've shown when you're just defending, it's hard to score. So they have the lead, they're able to just defend, and eventually they get a third goal. It makes the job even that much harder. I'm glad we got a goal back, but we have to start games better. We said that after Charleston. I'll repeat that tonight. We have to have a response You know, if the game's not going our way, we have to be able to respond, or goal, we have to be able to respond. And, you know, we have to I mean, our execution in the final third has been poor all year. And you can go back to the beginning of the season and when we won games, the amount of balls we passed over the end line or, you know, hit across behind the goal, like that we've been working on, and we continually talk about it. It has to be better. And, you know, these slow starts right now, you know, that's not like us. You know, we've scored the first goal. Dan, maybe it's a project for you. One of you guys, or Grub or someone, I'm pretty sure we've scored the first goal a pretty high percentage of the time I've been here. Certainly at home, you know, and you know that's always important. And you're not going to score first when the opposing goaltender is not registering saves. So for me, it's get your lines pushed up, play in their half, get shots off, get crosses in the box, and be dangerous. And there needs to be a little more fire in our belly and a little more accountability for all of us, players, staff, everyone. You can't live off the unbeaten run. That's gone now. It's an important stretch of the season. 12 games left. You know, you're in the last third of the season. We need to be ready to play. So the first third, very good the second third. We're in the final third now. We need to respond. This is a little blip. 2-game blip is not the end of the world, but we've got to respond. And tonight was an ideal time to bounce back from the Charleston result where we were poor. You know, I'm not sure we figured it out yet. So we have Thursday, Friday to get their legs back. Figure out what everyone needs to do individually and what we need to do collectively, and hopefully put a strong performance, a team performance on Saturday that we can be proud of. And Memphis is good enough that we're going to have to play really well to give ourselves the opportunity to win. No result should be taken for granted. No matter how good we've been here, we have to remember we're a capable team. You don't become a great team overnight. You don't become a bad team overnight. But you have to be able to be there in the biggest moments, the toughest moments. And this was an important night that we didn't make it to the starting gate on time. And let's hope we don't do that again, home or away, the rest of the season.